Hey, GD Talbot here. Been a while since I've done a video and felt dragged into one today. So we're going to talk about COVID and a lot of misconceptions that are going on. Again, I know we've talked about this before, but I was in I wanted to call it a debate, but it was just an attack from two people on Twitter. And it really sucks. I like having people with opposing views. I want to hear like why you think something's different than me, but once I started giving them facts, they immediately started the shaming, calling names, trying to tear me down campaign. Attacked my writing over talking about COVID. Like these people know once you start giving facts and they can't, dispute facts, they know they don't have an argument. They just want you to submit and obey. So let's go over some facts that and how misconceptions are happening. And the first one I want to go over is that people really forgotten is flatten the curve. Flatten the curve was never going to get rid of COVID. I know a lot of you out there just went, oh, what? Yes. I don't know where the news media started doing this misconception about that. It was to make sure that the hospitals were not overrun and overwhelmed with COVID patients. That's all it was for. It wasn't to get rid of COVID. I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know where that's getting to. This is another one here. Um, oh, the least amount of cases, new cases in America and deaths were during the summertime with the least amount of mask wearing and nobody socially distancing. But somehow masks are going to save the world and social distancing. No. Like, this is just basic knowledge. You can go online and look this up. Heat, oxygen, massively helps to fight off a virus. This is perfectly true. This last summer, we had, well, that's a political part of it, but I'll talk about it in a minute. But we had tens of thousands of people in the streets crawling all over each other in police and had the least amount of new cases, least amount of new deaths. So, yeah, masks and social distancing are not making the impact you think it is. And, let me see what the next one is. Death rates. In America, 94% of the deaths of COVID are COVID related. That's why we have auto accidents, gunshot victims, a baby that was smothered to death as COVID deaths. No, they were carrying COVID with a possibility it may have related to their death. It's not the same thing. And it's funny because I talk to people, I have family and friends in other countries, and they're like, we barely wear masks. We have zero social distancing at all. Why is the percentage per population so much higher in the United States than here? You explain to them COVID related and they think we're nutbags. But that gets to my next point. It's about money. In these states, they might have provinces, but they don't have these different countries, they might have provinces, but not different state governments with state budgets. There's no fight over the federal government money there. Here in the United States, it is. Don't believe me? Go research it. Highest new cases or highest cases period, highest death rates from it, more federal money. It's not about you. It's not protecting you. It's about getting your money. There's another one here. That this virus is magical. That's where I want to talk about the rioters. This is the one that really upsets me the most. Tens of thousands of people rioting, trying to burn cities to the ground, crawling all over each other. I watched the videos. Most of them were not wearing masks. They were definitely not social distancing. And, oh wow, long and behold, we did not have spikes. It was during the summer. Oxygen, fresh air, sunlight. Yes, these things help fight off a virus. Masks, don't get me wrong, I think masks and social distancing probably help. But you people out there have no idea of percentages. Is it going to make or break this? No, it's not going to make or break this virus. But that's the thing that really upset me because the news, how dare you not say they have a constitutional right to burn a city to the ground? You're saying this is how you spread a virus. So treat them equally. How dare you? Okay, well, I want to go to church and sit 6 feet away from everyone else wearing a mask. How dare you spread the virus? Yeah, this is not a magical virus. Viruses don't care about your political agendas. They don't care what you're rioting about. If you absolutely think this, and I know you people out there do, because you sit there and go, it's great that they burned cities to the ground. Well, weren't they spreading the virus? No. But if you went to a Trump rally, you did. If you go to church, you did. Really? Like, you actually sound stupid. Like, viruses do not care about any of these things. It's just, this is one of those things that amazes me. And the other thing I want to point out about this is the Democrats and people vote them. They have every right to cut to. Do you not care about these people? Because in your one hand, you're saying, oh, if you get together and not wear a mask and not social distance, you're going to spread the virus and kill us all. Oh, wait, you want to go burn down a city? I support you. What? Which is it? Did you want them to die, or do you actually understand that this virus is not as deadly as we're being led to believe? You don't get both. You sound really ignorant when you push that kind of agenda. And I notice now the big thing is to ignore these facts. They just, like, when I talk to people about this, they just start calling me names and you're a writer. Like, what? Has nothing to do with what we're discussing. The other thing is, oh yeah, masks are magically, the savior. Wearing your mask will save us forever. I had somebody tell me, it's your fault that the virus is mutating now. How is it my fault? It's your fault and it's spreading people. How? We already seen the facts proving that masks and social distancing do not make or break the impact of a virus. Period. It's just factual. It won't. But, never once did they ask, do you wear a mask? Do you go out in public and wear a mask? Do you properly dispose of and clean masks? Because I can tell you right now, the reason N95 masks work so well, and especially it works so, like, in the high 90% in sterile environments, is because of how they're being worn and disposed of. I can tell you right now, without even going online, you have to look it up, most people do not properly care, wear, or dispose of masks. I do. I think masks probably will make a tiny bit of difference. But just not the percentages you think. I think oxygen and heat and sunlight will make the biggest differences, which facts have already shown that to be true. When it really comes down to, is it gonna maybe help a little bit? Maybe. It might. I don't mind. Like, I had cancer. I'm still not fully really back from that, and I have breathing issues sometimes. I'm a nice guy. I'll wear my mask in the store. If I start having problems breathing, I'll go outside. And I don't go outside the door and stand. I walk. I'm nice to people. Excuse me. If you really think this is going to help you, I'll walk away. I'll let you live in imaginary land. I'll let you believe this. I'm not a Democrat. I don't believe in forcing people to think and feel the same way I do. In fact, I'm so nice, I'll walk away from people and take a breath and then go back in the store. I don't mind. Like, I really don't mind. And if you think it is doing a little bit of help, it probably is doing a little bit of help. And if it ends up being zero help, which there's also a possibility of that, mental health is directly connected to physical health. If it makes you feel better seeing me in a mask, well, good. You'll be happier and probably be healthier for it. But this like, oh my word, illogicalness that's happening in America right now. Masks are not going to save us. Masks are not going to stop the virus from coming here. Like, oh my word. That's it. I pointed these facts at people. So why don't you oppose people rioting in the summertime? How dare you? No, not how dare me. You're the one saying these things. Support it or don't. Like, if you can't see that you're being political about a virus, I can't help you. Because I understand that if a person goes to a Trump rally and has the virus, there's a chance it's going to be spread whether you're wearing masks or not. If you go to a riot in the middle of summertime, crawling all over each other, burning buildings to the ground, fighting with the cops, there's a chance you're going to spread a virus. Of course, time of the year matters. If in this scenario, they would both have to be in the summertime. Now, if they're both in the wintertime, I think your chances probably would go up higher to get it. Just because it seems like summertime, it's just viruses don't do well. According to the numbers and watching how the curve flattened, yeah. And let me point out that flattening the curve for 2 weeks, I think was a good idea. I really do. It flattened it and wouldn't make sure not to overwhelm the hospital. It was a good idea. The people using it as politics, that's the other thing I point out. Just because I don't think masks are my Lord and Savior from COVID doesn't mean I don't believe there isn't a COVID virus. That's the one thing I hate. If I start, you don't think there's a virus. No, I absolutely think there's a virus. I do. Absolutely. I think we're being manipulated, misled on the actual severity of this virus, what it can do and how it can hurt people. I think telling people it's not like the flu virus. Yeah, it is. Flu virus, cold viruses, and during the summertime go down. They go up in wintertime. This virus went down in summertime, went up in wintertime. Yeah, it definitely has similarities to it. And again, this will be the spot. He's saying it's a flu virus. No, I'm not saying it's a flu virus. I'm saying it has characteristics because it's actually, we can go online and look. It's proven that it did act like a flu virus. It went down in summertime, back in the wintertime. This is just basic facts. I don't know why we have to ignore basic facts to push false narratives. Now, if you think we should wear masks for the rest of existence, yeah, I don't think you understand how viruses work. The other thing I'm seeing now is the people showing, look at my mask. No oxygen gets through it. You need oxygen to survive, stupid. I'm sorry to call you stupid, but yeah, you're being stupid. You need oxygen. If you go into a hospital, they think you're fighting off a virus and you're going downhill instead of uphill. The first thing they do is put an oxygen thing on your nose. Pure oxygen. Why? Because that pure oxygen going in your system will kill viruses. Like, oxygen is a good thing. I mean, and this is probably the main reason. I mean, I had those two idiots on Twitter going on and on, like, just calling me, what do you think about this fact? Call the name. What do you think about that? You made it mutate. Yeah, because I wear a mask in public and I know how to properly clean my mask, keep them clean. If I use a disposable mask, I make sure to properly dispose of them. Like 99% of the population isn't doing, but somehow I made it mutate. Yeah, sure, Karen, sure. The one woman out there, you could just tell she's a Karen. Like, you're going to obey or she's going to punish you somehow. But yeah, getting back to my point, like, and the news medias and people, Hollywood, yes, we want to stop oxygen from, what? Yeah. If you're trying to stop oxygen from getting into your system, you deserve the health problems you're going to have in 10 or 20 years. Because it's not going to be immediate. In fact, if it's immediate, you'll probably be dead. But if it's like, you're probably going to do long-term damage to your lungs. You just are. You need to breathe. And so, I guess that's it. I think there's still these massive misconceptions about COVID. Oh, all we need is a virus to save us. Oh no, we need to go years with masks still because even if we have yeah, yeah. If the politicians and the medical industry keeps changing the narrative, it's not about your safety. It's about something else. Like I said, that doesn't mean there isn't a COVID virus. I believe there's a COVID virus. I just don't think it is as bad as everyone's making it out to be. I really do. But I'm GD Talbot. If you're out and about today, say kind words to someone. Kind words spread joy. And I'm out. See ya. Bye.